Okay, so don't pay any attention to the loud noises. There's some children running around upstairs. This is the DECLASS for OBAMAGATE. There will be a link in the description. I think a lot of my viewers have probably already seen this on the NESARA site. There is a lot of stuff to go through here. So, Senate report released, Hunter Biden, Burisma, and corruption, the impact on U.S. government policy and related concerns. I've read quite a few of these. The Hunter Biden one has a lot of disturbing images, a lot of pornographic images, and they're blotted out. But the important thing about those as well is that, yes, he's compromised by China. We're releasing him so he's not compromised anymore, but also the locations. And there was a loan, like for billions, and he signed for it with the Chinese. And so all that stuff is here on this list, and the link in the description will take you here to this. They're calling it the OBAMAGATE DECLASS that Trump did on Friday, January 15th. Okay, State Department activity at the Wuhan Institute of they're saying it's being alleged that it is a biochemical warfare, that they were creating viruses there. And all of the top people around the world, by top I mean our controllers, have been involved. So we'll just click on this one and see. So this is the U.S. Department of State, and it has it's been declassified. Some of them are emails, some of them are letters. So yeah, for more than a year, the Chinese Communist Party has systematically prevented a transparent and thorough investigation of COVID-19's origins. All right, so you can read all that. There's a lot here. Okay, long list of Trump administration accomplishments. DECLASS FISA abuse investigation with transcripts. And then you click on that, and wow, right? Okay, Chairman Graham released 11 transcripts of interviews conducted during the Senate Judiciary Committee inquiry into the origins and aftermath of the Crossfire Hurricane investigation. Okay, then you can click here and read the press release. You can read every one of the transcripts of the different people that they interviewed. So this stuff, there's a lot here. But if you're interested, again, the link will be in the description to the main one. It's just amazing stuff. Just amazing. Chairman Graham released a newly declassified FBI document that indicates the Bureau misled the Senate Intelligence Committee in 2018 about the Steele dossier, primary subsource, and therefore the reliability of the Steele dossier. All right, so you can go there and read that. Okay, DECLASS Indo-Pacific Strategy on China. Okay, and so I'm obviously not going to read all of these. I'm just giving you an example of what is in these. Okay, U.S. Strategic Framework for the Indo-Pacific, National Security Challenges, how to maintain U.S. strategic primacy in the Indo-Pacific region and promote a liberal economic order while preventing China from establishing new, illiberal spheres of influence and cultivating areas of cooperation to promote regional peace and prosperity. So basically, there's one team, you can call it the Q team, that is out to liberate the people and the people to be happy, healthy, peaceful. And then the other side is the governments around the world that want to oppress them and being infiltrated by the Chinese Communist Party. Okay, so if you want to check that out. Okay. Black Vault releases CIA documents on UFOs. So, CIA collection on USO information, and this has a lot here. The Black Vault spent years fighting for them, and many were released in the late 1990s. However, over time, the CIA made a CD-ROM collection of UFO documents, which encompassed the original recordings along with the ones that took years to fight for. Okay, so there's thousands of links to thousands of pages. Original CIA UFO collection CD-ROM. Individual file downloads. So there's a bunch of PDFs. CIA Domestic Collection Division UFO Research. So And this page goes on and on and on. So the UFO disclosure stuff is here. So again, click on the link in the descriptions, and for that one you will want to go to, you're scrolling on down, and then you see this one that says Black Vault releases CIA documents on UFOs. Okay, and the next one is Senate investigations find Obama administration knowingly funded Al-Qaeda affiliates. Now remember back then we were talking about John McCain and Obama, they created ISIS. The mainstream media obviously does not talk about this, but when Trump got into office, ISIS went away, right? Because they didn't really exist. They were an arm and a branch of the American government. We gave them, all of your taxpayer money went to them having guns and vehicles, and it was all staged. We've been in war for decades and decades and decades until Trump. Okay, so if you want to read that one, you can go here. Okay, the next one, FBI DECLASS emails Hunter Biden Burisma. So when you click on that, then you can read all of these emails. And Robert Biden is Hunter. His name's Robert Hunter Biden. So, okay, so the first one says, I have to go to Houston with Bo tomorrow for MD Anderson checkup. Some thoughts after doing some research and some further thoughts on organization going forward. And this is the Russian guy, Crimea, the UK, EU. Okay, it will also result in further destabilizing of UK nationally and for whatever government is in power. Okay, so that's another big read. And so if you want to read that, it's FBI DECLASS emails Hunter Biden Burisma. Okay, then we have the COVID-19 vaccine tracker, and they're disclosing this. This is a Bloomberg article, so I'm not sure. I guess in some of the disclosure, they're trying to get your attention to things. The biggest vaccination campaign in history has begun. More than 39.7 million doses in 51 countries. And it's shocking, just like those movies, where they put something in people's heads, and then they can use a cell phone to control the person or to kill them. And that's what they're complaining about, the Chinese helmets for the Chinese soldiers that they can do now. Well, that's what's in these nanos. People are getting the vaccine tests and in the vaccines as well, but even the tests have these fine hairs of things they put up in the blood-brain barrier and they go into your brain. Even those of you who have been tested have all of this in you now. I'm not saying it for you to be afraid, because when the new technology comes in, that will all be neutralized, but for you to be aware, for it to be disclosed to you. Vaccinations in the U.S. began December 14th with healthcare workers, and so far 13.7 million shots have been given. Well, and when the date on this, January 16th, yeah, there is tons. In the area I live, there's thousands of people lining up in cars to get the vaccine, and it's it's messed up, man. It's messed up. Okay. Wow, that was something. Okay, so vaccine tracker. Okay, so DECLASS of Peter Strzok texts spying on the Trump before cross hurricane. So they were spying on, his campaign. They were, all of the documents from all of that is coming out. Okay. Dear Chairman Johnson, we write in further response to our October letter to Attorney General Barr and Director Wray regarding the Crossfire Hurricane investigation. As you are aware, the Attorney General has determined it is now in the public interest to release to Congress additional documents and information related to these matters to the extent consistent with national security interests and with the January 7th order of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court. Enclosed with this letter is an additional submission of documents responsive to your October 30 request. Okay, so they've been doing, it's hard if you guys haven't been following some of this stuff. I mean, it's way out there for me, and I've been following it for decades, how all the little things that they're filing left and right in each different department. Just know that the good guys are in charge, folks. It's happening. Okay, so Navarro election report, all 3 volumes. I've posted that before, so you can click on that if you want to see it. Amistad Project on elections. So this is all about election integrity and reports on what happened with the last election. Forensics Analysis Dominion, Antrim County, Michigan. So that shows the corruption that was happening there with the Dominion voting machines. Senate Homeland Security and Finance Committee's report on Hunter Biden. So yeah, go and read some of this stuff, guys. Oh my goodness, there's so much here. This one's 87 pages. And some of this stuff, you know, you can download in case the internet goes down, and just so you have it, you know. Okay. Conflicts of interest. The Vice President Office and State Department officials were aware but ignored concerns relating to Hunter Biden's role in Burisma. Secretary of State John Kerry falsely claimed he had no knowledge about Hunter Biden's role on Burisma. There's a lot of wonderful stuff here. So yeah, guys, check that out. Okay. So, DECLASS emails about Fusion GPS, thumb drive. That was part of the election fraud, but Fusion GPS was also, you know, part of the campaign stuff and the dossier. And that was said to be, I think, one of the senator's wives or whatever that was in on that. So you click here to read all of those. You can read them or easily download them from the Scribe site. So this is declassified information by the FBI. I'm just so excited. I mean, it's OBAMAGATE is here, guys. We're so excited. We're so liberated. We've got here. We got this end game. It's going to be like 2 weeks to 2 months, but we've got it. The good guys that got it. Okay, so voter fraud infographic from Epic Times. And they do one on how the Pfizer report happened too. So fraud allegations. So when you click on that one, obviously you can zoom in on any spot you want. Votes cast for people who had moved to other states. No signature verification. Backdating of the ballots. Ballots counted multiple times. 98% for Biden. Okay, so this is the fraud allegations all laid out for you. And that one again is called Voter Fraud Infographic Epic Times. Then we have FBI text Jennifer Boone. Russia Hoax Documents. So Russia Hoax Docs Part 1. And that, this stuff is just, yeah, this one's 118 pages. And so I'm just giving you an overview of what it looks like to entice you to go and read some of it and share it with your friends. And share that new video from the Q Shaman guy, because that's the stuff that we've been studying for decades. We, you know, the med beds, remote viewing, Project Looking Glass, all of that. So, Russia Hoax Docs Part 2 and Part 3. And so each of those are probably around 100 too. Okay, the 4-year-long campaign against DJT infographic. So, which is Donald J. Trump. I'm sure you knew that already. Okay, so how cool is that, right? So you can just look at all this stuff. The Trump-Russia shadow, illegal leaks, Mueller, FBI, and Comey and McCabe, and just understanding it all. It's all right here. Now, again, that one was called, these are from Epic Times, so it's an infographic on the campaign that was against Donald J. Trump. Hunter Biden Files. Okay, when you click on this one, there's a lot here. I'm not going to pop up any of these because I don't want my channel to get shut down. There's a lot of pornographic pictures in here and videos of shaving himself, him with lots of women, addict type stuff. And they were trying to draw your attention also when you see the videos. Their private parts are blurred out, but when you see the stuff, to notice where they're at. Like it says Beverly Hills and it says the date and the hotel. New York. So there's a lot there on the Hunter Biden stuff. And so this has been released, and that way it can no longer be used against, well, anyone. See, I guess this one's probably already been dropped. And two, when you go to stuff like this, like I do a PDF, for those of you who don't know, you do Control P on the keyboard, or you can do a video of a video, or there's like keepvid.com, or just Google which programs to use to download YouTube videos. Okay. But those powers that shut us down won't be there much longer. Supplement to report on potential conflicts of interest stemming from Biden family foreign business arrangements. Well, let's just see that one. I have only looked at about half of these. All right, this is 70 pages, folks. There is so much information here. And again, most of the public is not going to want to look at this stuff. But the point is that we're there. And so if they can understand it even a little bit, so within the next couple weeks, you'll want this information available to help people to understand what's happening next. What's going to happen next week, they may not understand for a while. So we just pray and send love and light. Okay, Hunter Biden files, DECLASS, supplement to report on potential conflicts of interest. And then we got DECLASS 94-page FBI effort to try and corroborate the Steele dossier. So they knew that it was bogus. Jim Comey ignored State Department whistleblower on Hillary's crimes with classified material. DECLASS State Department emails top officials with Christopher Steele. Now, Christopher Steele is like MI6 in the UK, so that's foreign interference in the election. Eric Cimarelia emails. DECLASS from former CIA Director John Brennan and handwritten notes. Former CIA referral to FBI to investigate Clinton campaign. Mueller Part 2, the 302 DECLASS. Declassified letter to Graham from D&I Ratcliffe. So that was in September of last year. This is just good stuff, folks. And then again, you can just Control P, or if you have Google Drive, you just hit the download button. Okay, so in response to your request for intelligence community information related to the FBI Crossfire Hurricane investigation, I have declassified the following. Okay, intelligence agencies obtain insight into Russian intelligence analysts alleging that U.S. President candidate Hillary Clinton had approved a campaign plan to stir up a scandal against U.S. President Donald Trump by tying him to Putin and the Russians' hacking of the Democratic National Committee. There is a lot here. But this letter is, okay, from John Ratcliffe, and it's to Lindsey Graham. So this is, I just love it. Okay, so we have Texas and notes the Flynn motion to dismiss, Senate Finance Burisma Biden probe, Truth in 11 minutes, Kyle Righthouse. Well, let's see what that is. So that's going to be a video. Awesome. Okay. Executive order combating race and sex stereotypes. Declass all 4 FISA apps where lies, Carter Page. So there's a lot of stuff in here about how they got the FISA report and all of that. Okay, Chinese virologist who fled China publishes evidence COVID-19 created in a lab. So it was a biological warfare, people. Okay, Declass communications with Strzok and Page. They wiped 31 phones of evidence. Declassed the 302s from Mueller probe, and the 302s, I believe they're what they got from judges in order to surveil people. Declassed Judicial Watch State of Department doc spying on Ukraine. Declass FBI briefing to Hillary Clinton. Lawyer Kevin Kleinsman indictment. FBI briefing document, they lied. Requesting deposition of Julian Assange. Ooh, and this is in the Seth Rich case. And so then I'm going to download that one. That one's 60 pages. And that is in the Southern District of New York. Same place as the I View It cases. Okay, Ghislaine Maxwell unsealed 47 attachments. Whoa. All right, so when you go to that one, you click down, and I don't know if you're familiar with the court docket, but you come over here and you would download the PDFs from this spot here. Yeah, so let's see if they're free. Okay, so yep, they've made them all free. So that's how you would do that. And so that will be the Maxwell. There's a lot, oh my goodness, there's a lot of those. So everywhere you see that blue in there, then you can get that one for free. And these ones you can buy if you're on Pacer. If you're not familiar with Pacer, then you're probably not interested in that anyway. But all of these ones will be here for free. Oh my goodness, right? Don't you want to see all these? I know, right? What are they? Okay, this one, for example, ooh, Judge Preska. Now, Judge Loretta Preska, extremely corrupt. They might have ranged her in to do something good, but she was, in my cases, she was very corrupt in protecting the bad guys, and yeah, just, okay. Let's see. Description of John Doe. Anyway, you guys can go through that. There's a lot to go through there. Okay, Joseph Pientka briefing document. I think that might be the Russia stuff. Okay, Strzok, DECLASS, Steele, DECLASS in the Judiciary, Strzok, FBI emails, Judicial Watch, Freedom of Information Act. The Flynn unsealed expulsory evidence Bonate notes. So that, you know, Flynn, there's so much to, well, every layer of this. Truth in depth report on news coverage of 9/11. Okay, what have we got here? Yeah, the 9/11 stuff will be coming out soon, right? Okay, this is George Stephanopoulos from way back then. So, why are they putting this out there now? To disclose 9/11 being an inside job and all that we already know. So, this is about the televised coverage of it. Remember when it was on BBC before it even happened? Okay, so look at this. This is just, don't you love ads? Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pages. Now, a page like this, if you want to save, you just go Control P. And then you have to wait, obviously, for it to pop up. If you guys already know this stuff, obviously, if you do, you do. And when you have this many pages, it kind of takes a while. Okay, so press release, Ghislaine Maxwell charges. The Ghislaine Maxwell indictment and arrest. SCOTUS Soros Open Society decision. So that was a pretty good read. I downloaded that one. You know, George Soros and, of course, the Supreme Court. Human Trafficking State Department report. D.C. Circuit orders Judge Sullivan to grant the DOJ motion to dismiss, because he didn't want to dismiss against Flynn, because they didn't want Flynn to... well, I guess Trump could have pardoned him at any time, but they wanted to discredit him because he knows so much about everything that they did. Okay, declassified Peter Strzok notes, Department of Justice available documents, Flynn, Kislyak, Crossfire Hurricane, list of unmasking. So remember, it was illegal that they unmasked Flynn because he was like undercover, and Biden was the one that suggested the Logan Act. And so, yeah. Declassed Susan Rice emails targeting Flynn. Transcripts Russia investigation testimonials. Flynn expulsory evidence unsealed. And there's another one of those. And then, oh my gosh, folks, Pizzagate links. So look at all this. So this is a ton of pages. Each one of these would be a website. I would guess you would copy it and then paste it. I'm not going to do it because I'm not sure what we're looking at. Well, I think I might do one here. If it's something weird, then sorry. I mean, they're all going to be... Okay, so they're not available. Okay, I don't know if that's the case on all of them, but you know, you're familiar what Pizzagate is, right? So this is massive disclosure on Pizzagate, and this goes down pages and pages and pages and pages and pages. Okay, so that finally got ready. So we save that. Okay. All right, resignation list. All of these people that have been resigning. Okay, so January 16th, 2021, which is today. Now, didn't one of the Rothschilds, I think one of them resigned. Oh, dead. That's a way of resigning. So Switzerland, the head of the Rothschild stuff, had a heart attack. Sure he did. Okay, so then when you go over here, there'll be documents. So you click on those and you bring up, yeah, so he died at age 57. He's got kind of the same look about him that Hunter Biden does. So each one of these, you can click on the people to see more about them. Or you can click on these things over here, and each one of these will be a document. These are all the resignations and then the proof. So the Lincoln Project, the government of Netherlands resigned, Australia CEO, okay, this resigned, J-Ride Group Australia, this guy resigned, and then here will be the documents. All of these people are connected. And did you see today the guy that, the Sweet and Low guy jumped off of a building? And that, you know, Sweet and Low is massive corrupt, and who knows what he did. And then other people are just, there's a lot of suicides going on. Some, well, most of them are real. People are, you know, but I don't know that the Rothschild one, the heart attack was real. I mean, I've seen, anyway, let's just leave that at that. Okay, Barbara Barrett, U.S. Air Force. Okay, the government of Kuwait, government of Canada, U.S. Department of Homeland Security, Nigeria, Tricorn Group UK. Let's see, Michael Stinger, the, okay, Hope Hicks. Oh, so yeah, all of these resigned. This one was fired, Gabriel Noriani. Anyway, and that page is only goes right down to here. But I think you can August. Okay, so did you see what I just did there? At the bottom of this first page, there's another 139 more pages of people that have resigned. So the good guys are winning, peeps. The good guys are winning. Okay. Eric Trump posted Q meme. Oh, let's see what that is. Okay, who's ready for the Trump rally tonight? Well, that's boring disclosure. Okay, massive dump of video clips documenting looters and violent riots during George Floyd protests. Now today, Nancy Pelosi was just so happy about her National Guards, right? Didn't want them deployed on all of the massive destruction in Portland, Seattle, all over. But what went on at the White House, which was nothing, they now want all these troops to support themselves from the common folk. Massive dump of video clips. Okay. Bombshell Planned Parenthood official admits under oath to selling aborted body parts. FISA abuse timeline. Now this is Epic Times as well. And then, of course, then you click on it, and it's just massive amounts of who did what and when. And the Epic Times, you've probably seen their ad for it. All the different players and all the people. Well, the players. I mean, the companies, the people, the agencies. Pretty amazing, huh? Okay, Out of the Shadows documentary. FISA abuse timeline. George magazine. Bill Gates interview from 1997. Okay, second supplement. So they're trying to draw your attention to that. Second supplement to motion dismiss in the Flynn case. So they're probably showing, you know, different lies and fraud. DHS Biodefense Lab study. FISA docs as of April 20th. So they're disclosing the different FISA documents that they used to go after Trump. Fake news exposed. 5G tracking map. POTUS Oval Address China coronavirus. Mockingbird Media. Just the News, John Solomon. So, let's see. China War on American infographic. So China's war on America. And so this is another one of those to kind of show you what they've been doing and how to make it easy for the public to digest. Okay, JFK,